The Lost Grove has been added to the master clue steps for the coordinations. For this, most players will not have a solo kill, and for that purpose, you'll either want to go to the lodestone and run all the way west, or if you do have access, you can use the fairy code BKP, and then you just want to continue running west until you get to the level 95 incandescent energy, which you're able to, yes, use the Elder Divination outfit. However, it has 3 daily teleports, so that you're able to go to this transportation icon right here. Ooh, hey look, a crash star. And well, you know, I was the first person there. So anyway, as I was saying, you want to go a little bit west, and we'll be going to this sandstone. We'll click it, go north, and voila, we are now here at the Lost Grove. But that took you probably about 3 minutes of running here. And for that purpose, I do suggest players to do the alternative, and that will be by building the fairy ring, which requires 5 bittercat mushrooms at the fairy ring. But there is one other option you are able to do, and that is instead look somewhere on your screen for the community tab. You want to look for a grouping system, and you want to scroll down to where it says boss fights. This option may not be open, so click on boss fights, and we'll be scrolling down to Solak, the Lost Guardian. View selected. You want to join queue, and on the right side you want to hit ready. If you accidentally, let's say you closed out this little window that popped up, you are able to click on the little teleport icon, teleport all group members, and then make sure to leave group. This is just in case you want to do this again if you do not have access to the 5 bittercat mushrooms. From here now, you'll simply want to go southwest a little bit, south, and we'll be going north a little up the hill. And remember, this does require the 5 bittercat mushrooms, which I believe requires 37 farming. Then you just want to simply, either use the bittercat mushrooms on the fairy ring, or the fairy ring might have a build option. Then I always like to use the fairy ring just to make sure that yes, you did actually unlock that. Now we'll be using the fairy ring again. The fairy code will be BJS. If it's your first time ever here, it will actually have 3 question marks instead of saying the Lost Grove. You want to teleport to this location. And voila, we are now here at the Lost Grove. There is one other option, but this requires a kill count, but I will still like to include it just in case players like, but I actually have a kill, I don't need to do all that hassle. The real fastest way to get to Solak is by going to Ward Retreat, retuning a portal, and then if you have 1 kill count, which unlike people that may have good PVM skills, you will have a Solak kill. If not, you just want to go to the fairy ring, which I like to use the Cape of Legends. Then you're able to use the fairy ring, right click destination, and again, fairy code will be BJS. From here, you pretty much want to run in whatever direction the compass is facing towards you. I am unable to show this, because I don't like doing clues, and that's because I'm a Linux user. That's right. Alt 1 only works for Windows users. It does not even work for Mac. So both Mac and Linux users are taking a huge penalty by not using the correct software program, in which case it's a little bit of a cheating, and I really wish they did update it. But next year, Mac users may not be able to use RuneScape. So maybe Linux user in like 2-3 years might not be able to use RuneScape, and we might have to actually all convert to being Windows users. And for that purpose, I don't really have a clue scroll to show you where the directions are, because I do not like doing clues. I pretty much destroy every clue I get, and I have enabled that feature to destroy the clues. And then you just pretty much want to run around until you have found the correct coordinate, and then you want to then dig that spot. With that, thank you all so much for watching this guide on how to get to the new Lost Grove master clue step dig spot. Enjoy the rest of your day. If you did like this quick guide, make sure to comment down below any other suggestions for clues.